Hey up guys, welcome to Project Metal Music's YouTube channel and the podcast number 85. So guys, we have Lisaboo and our very special guest host and our good friend to the show, Mat Howlett.
Hello. Special is the word, Ell. that's one. That's one way of putting it. Yeah, all good, guys. Nice to be here again. It's been a few weeks, but few weeks, few months.
Oh yeah, good few months now.
Good few months.
You've been busy.
Busy. It's crazy. You know, the past year, it's just gone insane. You know, I'm doing sort of a 150, 160 gigs a year now, which is just ridiculous. So there's not a lot of time to do anything else at the moment. It's just, I'm preparing for stuff and sorting out new acts and blah, 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 blah. So it's really crazy because, as you know, I'm doing the 80s guy stuff. So I'm just doing like going around clubs and pubs and everything and just doing 80s stuff. So I've been really busy with that. And that's just, that's kept me, I've increased, and I keep adding to the set list as well, so it's getting bigger and bigger. So it's pretty much like a 2-hour show with a 5-minute break. It's getting bigger, and like the other Sunday I ended up doing 4 hours, which was just ridiculous. So I thought my throat was going to fall off, but it was okay. But yeah, it's interesting. It's a bit weird because I've gone from sat in an office typing all day long and doing this for singing for fun to singing for a job, which it's kind of like a bit of a dream come true. It's bloody hard work, but it's really cool. So, but now that is work and that's kind of out the way, I can get back to focusing on a little bit more of the fun stuff. So, I mentioned to you earlier, you might have seen a couple of posts that me and Max, my son Max Howlett, we're doing a new project called H2, which is just me and him. So we've got a couple of gigs booked, like warm-up gigs, 13th of June and the 8th of August at Springbank Tavern in Hull. So we're going to be doing a full show, getting a support act as well, I think. So, but it's me playing bass and guitar and singing, and Max on drums and vocals as well. So that should be interesting. I'm not playing a bass guitar and a guitar at the same time. I'm basically splitting my signal to simulate a guitar sound. So when I hit the bass, I get a bit like Royal Blood, that kind of deal where it's kind of like, so that should be interesting. It's like a cross between Royal Blood, Motorhead and Weezer, kind of sound a bit like that. So that'll be interesting. So I'm looking forward to that. So that'll be really cool. The other thing I'm doing is the Darker Side stuff, which is me just doing solo, my original dark wave stuff. Plus, I'm doing sort of a lot of covers as well. So I'm doing Ghost, Sisters of Mercy. What else are we doing in there? Danzig. All that kind of thing, a bit more down. A couple of Slipknot tracks, things like that. So I'm sort of doing that as well. So I've got a couple of gigs booked with that. Also at Springbank Tavern, kind of warm-ups, all on Thursday nights. May the 30th, so I've got one later on this month, and July 25th. So what I'll do, Al, is we'll try to get some of that filmed for you.
Cool.
That should be pretty groovy. So it just means I've got to get up at like 4 and 5 in the morning to go through the set, because again, it's almost a 2-hour show. So it's like, 30 songs or whatever it is. So I've got to make sure that I know all those. And so that's my regime at the moment, is get up sort of 5, 6 in the morning and go through a set for a couple of hours and then go back to bed. So that's kind of, it's a bit of a strange regime at the moment, but it seems to work because I could just concentrate, stick my headphones on, and all that. So that's pretty cool. What else are we doing? Oh, myself and Neil did a session last week, a Howlett and Chatterton thing. So we're still plodding away in the background and doing stuff like that. So We're not doing any Fallen Field stuff this year because we're just so busy, just so busy with other things. You know, our old bass player, Velcro, he's in about 3 different bands as well. Max is our drummer. He's in. Well, I'll come to that in a minute. Neil's busy. He's starting to jam, looking at doing like a goth rock type of band thing, which is really cool.
Yeah, I've seen
yeah.
about that.
So I'm hoping he gets that going. That'll be really cool. But yeah, that's going to be really good. So, and I'm doing that much. Like my Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays now, I'm just gigging somewhere or other, so I can't really get involved, which is a bit of a shame because we've like this weekend at O'Reilly's in Hull, we've got a really good Ghost tribute and Volbeat tribute together, and I'd really want to go and see it, but I can't because I'm up in Scarborough, not too far from, a little bit further down from you, Ell. But yeah, I'm in Scarborough on Friday night, so yeah, I'm heading up that way. Funnily enough, I played a local show a few weeks ago, and my cousin who lives in Newcastle came to visit family, and she came down and she checked it out, and she's like, "Oh, are you gonna come up? Are you gonna come up that far?" I'm like, "Yeah, okay." So I'll be heading up. I'll be heading certainly up that way. So I'll be heading at some point, which would be really cool. So yeah. I'll head across your way at some point.
Oh, cool!
That'll be really fun.
Yeah, it would be absolutely cool to actually for you to get up to
either
Sunderland or Newcastle.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. If I can get up to, if I'm brave enough to go to Newcastle, and Sunderland's, we're not too far away there, so it's just the timings. It's hard to because I've got to get there, get back, and then get ready for the next day, sort of thing, and it's just crazy stuff, but it's all good fun. So yeah, Max, awesome. Max he's like I say, he's drumming for us in Fallen Fields and H2, but he's also he's joined Theocracide, thrash band Theocracide, which is a really cool band, and they're in the Leeds, the qualifiers for Bloodstock that they have every year. And Silk Spinster, Silk Spinster are really cool as well. They're another local band, and they were on the same bill. So they both got through the second round, which is really cool. So, but Max has just joined them like a few months ago. So he's playing guitar for Theocracide, which is really cool. Excuse me. But he's got his own band, Loose Cables. I don't know. You've probably seen the posts and stuff like that. And they're coming through to Hull this Sunday afternoon, which is cool. I've never seen them play before, so I'm looking forward to that. So that's going to be good. It's the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride, where they have like a motorbike convoy, basically raising money for a charity and stuff like that. So, and they're going to be playing. Yeah, it's really good. It's fantastic. There's a big procession, So we're going to head down to the marina in Hull and go watch all the bikes, and then Loose Cables are playing in the afternoon. So that'll be great. I'm looking forward to that because I'm not working on Sunday, so I can go down there, have a beer, embarrass myself, Max, and everybody else there. So that'll be pretty good.
I was going to say that's usually the case where parents or uncles or aunts in Boroughs.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm trying to be the cool dad, being in bands and a musician and stuff like that. But I'm still a dad, so I'm not cool. It's just that's the way it goes, It makes no difference, So yeah, I'm cool. God damn it! No, you're not, Dad. Oh, whatever. Yeah, sure. So that'd be pretty cool. So no, it's been just really busy. So yeah, what else has been going on? Oh, have you heard Goddard's EP? It's really cool.
Yes,
it's very good.
Yeah, I started to listen to it the other day when they released some of the stuff, and it's from what I've heard of it, it's really good.
They're just they're one of my favourite local-ish bands. They're based in Leeds. Just great. And as soon as they released the new shirt, like the new T-shirt, it's like got a purple skull pattern on it. I was like, I'm having one of those definitely. So as soon as that came out, that came the other day. So I'm like, yes, yeah, really cool. I wear purple and black all the time. That's kind of my theme now. So I'm known as I'm a bit of the guy who walks around with the purple hair and looking like a fool. So it's all good fun.
Yeah.
I tell you what, we've also listened to. You might have seen it on the Rock Union thing. I posted Sebastian Bach's new album.
Yes.
It's really, really good. Really, really good. I mean, Skid Row. We've loved Skid Row since the 90s and stuff like that. And Tracy bought it when it came out, and we listened to it last night, and it's just like, this is exceptional. From start to finish, every song's just like, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. So yeah, highly recommended. Highly recommended.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Do you, speaking of Sebastian Bach, do you think you will ever get back into Skid Row? Or is
I don't think so. I don't think so. It's been a long time, and I think is this last album that he's just done. It's like it's gone to number one in the rock charts of wherever it is and stuff like that. So it's the first time he's actually had success solo. Really, he's released a lot of solo albums, but not really done much. But this one is going. This is actually it's actually there. It's actually up there. So really, really, really cool. Really cool. So I don't think why I don't think he needs to. Is clearly good enough himself. So So what else has been? Just trying to think what else. I'll tell you what else has been really interesting. I don't know if you've seen the new Slipknot lineup performing with Eloy Casagrande as the new drummer. We used to be in Sepultura. Oh God, yeah. Well, we saw Sepultura. They played Hull a couple of years ago, bizarrely, and Eloy was their drummer, and he's just an absolute machine. And they announced that they were having the farewell tour like early on this year. And apparently, Slipknot approached Eloy and said, "Do you want to join us?" And he went, "Okay." Went down, and he's just an absolute beast. It sounds incredible. So they're really, really. It's like, of all the drummers to get, it's like, where do you go from there? But it's kind of weird because they've done a bit of a circular thing, because Eloy Casagrande is now in Slipknot. Jay Weinberg has now joined Suicidal Tendencies. Is it so? Yeah. Yeah, and what's he called? Grayson Thingamajig, their drummer, has now joined Sepultura. So they've gone around in a little circle. They've just gone like that with bands and moved around in a circle. I'm sure it's Suicidal Tendencies, but very weird. So that's been pretty cool. That's been interesting to watch. I would go and see them live, but we looked at the ticket prices and it was like, it was just obscenely expensive. So unfortunately. Yeah, it was like hundreds of pounds for a ticket to go see them at Leeds. I'm like, nah. That's not.
Me personally, I wouldn't go see Sepultura because it hasn't got Maxwell ego.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was lucky enough to see them with the original lineup on the Chaos AD tour, which will have been 1995-ish, I think. And that was at Nottingham Rock City. And that was with Max and Igor as well. The classic lineup. So I was lucky enough to see them with that lineup, and it was fantastic. And then I saw them again a few years later when they had Derek Green, and they were supporting Motorhead. I think that was at Nottingham somewhere. And just like I said, a few years ago, they played in Hull with Eloy Casagrande and drums. And it's just like, but really cool. But it's kind of not the same Sepultura, because I still think of Sepultura as like, that era, whereas Max Cavalera and those guys. So I still think of them as that. But I probably wouldn't go out of my way to see them, but because they were playing in Hull, I was like, well, I've got to go see Sepultura in my hometown. That's just insane. So
I was around about the same time. It was about 94, 95. I was starting to get into Sepultura. Especially with like the KOCAD album.
Oh yeah.
And when they did when they brought out the Roots album, I think it was 96.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. It will have been because I think it was 94 that KSOD came out.
Yeah.
Pretty sure, and then 96 Roots came out. I think that's about right. Yeah.
Yeah, because at the time they would say that was really their sort of like major international success.
Yeah. Yeah.
Breakthrough record.
Yeah. Yeah. It was great.
Especially like with the three main singles. One of the first, the main one was Roots Bloody Roots.
Yeah. 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 That's it. Yeah.
Lords,
Bloody Lords. That one.
Yeah, because I fell in love with Simple Two with that record.
Yeah.
With
yeah.
like the Roots album. But he had like quite a bit of heat. Max had quite a bit of heat because he had a falling out with his ex-wife.
Yeah, that's right. He was the manager. Sorry, she was the manager of the band, I believe. What happened was she was their manager, and they fell out with the management basically because Max was married to the manager. Then they departed, and that's kind of what happened. And it all went a bit sour.
Yeah.
I think I started listening to them. It was a bit earlier. It was the Arise album, which was the album before KSAD, which is just phenomenal. And before that, Beneath the Remains, which was also fabulous as well. And those two albums are the ones that I listened to the most in the early days. And then before that, the very first album, Morbid Vision / Bestial Devastation, which sounds pretty dreadful when you listen back to it now. And me and my friend Ben used to sit. He had like a little a little stairwell thing with a blue light in it. For some reason, we used to sit in there drinking tea, listening to like the first Sepultura album. It's quite bizarre, very very strange. But yeah, that's actually they've re-released it, I think, or they've remastered some of the first album. So yeah, you can't go wrong with Sepultura stuff. It's good stuff.
The acoustics were probably really good in that little area.
It was kind of bizarre. I don't really know. It was like sat in a cupboard. You know, it was very strange. I spent a lot of time in cupboards and wardrobes when I was younger. Very, very, very strange. I don't know why. Oh dear! I thought I'd treat myself today. It's a special treat for you. I'm gonna review an item live. It's this. It's a fart whistle. So I thought we'd try it out. Why not? It says the girl there saying, "Oh no," and he's saying, "Ha ha ha ha." So we'll try it and see what it sounds like. Yeah, smell. Ugh. Let's give it a go. Oh. I mean, it doesn't sound much like, well, not like me anyway. Yeah, I'm sure we can do something with that. Yeah. I'm going to blow that next time the window cleaner comes. I'm going to pop out the window at him. See if I can make him fall off his ladder. Yeah. Well, there you go. Good. I'll give that a solid 6 out of 10. Yeah. Yeah, 6 out of 10. There you go. So I think that's my update. That's where I am with stuff. Over to you, Al.
Yeah, never a dull moment. Never a dull moment when Matt's on. Right, Matt.
Yes, darling.
Yeah, right. We've over the last couple of times we've had guests come on. I've been asking people like yourself, have you got a band that you've been listening to, especially the unsigned and independent bands?
Yes.
Have you been? Can you recommend a band and a song that people haven't heard of?
Well, it's predictable. but I think I'm gonna have to go with Loose Cables. I'm going to go with Loose Cables, and I'm going to go with they've got one song out called Onto You. And to be fair, it's not just because it's, family band, but these guys are really smashing it. It's a three-piece, a brand new three-piece, and they're just like really smashing it. So I want to get some eyes on that. So yeah, I'm going to go with that. I'm going to be really predictable and go with giving those guys a shout out.
Awesome.
Have they got anything? Have they got anything on their sort of like Facebook or YouTube?
Yeah, if you go to just type in Loose Cables on Facebook, head over to their Facebook page, give them a like. They've also got a track, Onto You is on Spotify, first single. So it's all really brand new. It's really, really brand new. So but check it out. Like Max is he's the guitarist and singer. So yeah, three-piece band. I can't wait to see him on Sunday. It's going to be really cool.
Yeah,
I'll film some on my crappy little video camera.
Oh, cool. Oh, cool. Yeah. Check them out, guys. Loose Cables on Facebook, Spotify. Have they got a YouTube channel? Or
I'm not sure. I don't think they've got a YouTube channel yet, but I shall make sure they get one.
Yeah, because especially if they're like doing any live shows or anything like that.
Absolutely,
and,
absolutely.
If they sort of like want somebody to record some of the shows, they can live shows.
Absolutely, so, that's what they need to do. That for sure. I'll stick links. I'll stick a link to Theocoside in the chat there as well.
Yeah, if
give them a shout.
Yeah.
Bear
with me. Right. Copy. No.
There you go.
Copy link address.
Oh yeah. Theocoside are actually they're in Leeds. Boom in Leeds, 25th of May. So that's a week on Saturday, I believe. So there's a Hellfected. They're supporting Hellfected in Leeds, so that'd be pretty cool.
Cool. I know Fallen Fails have taken sort of like on a bit of a hiatus at the minute.
Yeah, just taking a bit of a break.
Is there any plans on getting back together at any time?
Yeah,
sometime next year.
Yeah, we're never going to go anywhere. We'll always be around doing something. But we're just having trying a few different things out for now. And then we'll probably do is every so often just get together and do a bit of an event like a Christmas special or a summer thing or something like that. So this year it's just not. It's just we're just so busy this year. It's just not possible. So, but yeah, we're not going to be going anywhere. It's just we'll focus on a few other things. I've got 2 albums that I need to write outside of Fallen Fields before I start doing any more stuff. So it's very, very busy.
Is those 2 albums one for like H2 or
one is actually one is actually I'm doing the 80s guy the album, but what it's going to be is all original. It's going to be 10 original tracks. It's a bit of an exclusive. No one knows this yet, but hopefully it'll be out next year. It's 10 original tracks, but they will sound like 80s music, like a cross between Depeche Mode, Erasure, Duran Duran, stick all that together, and that's kind of what it's going to sound like. So, but that'll be the album. So, 10 brand new tracks, but that should be out next year, which is good. The other one is actually again, it's letting out my secrets here. Ollie put me on the spot. But the second one is actually a kids album. It's for another project that I'm doing. So I'm writing an album for kids basically. So it's just silly songs, silly little songs about animals and farms and colours and being kind to each other. because I'm going to be going out there at some point soon, later this year, beginning next year. Basically teaching kids, because when I was young, I was really, really shy, like a really terribly shy kid. And the message is that when I started doing music, it stopped me being shy and it got me out there. And I want to get that message across to children when they're young, so they don't spend like me, into my late teens. I was like 19 before I sort of started having any sort of confidence. So what I want to do is write an album and then go and play it to kids and say, the message is basically don't be shy, enjoy yourself, be nice to each other, be kind to each other, have fun, and don't worry about it because you're going to have a nice time, and try and get that message out there. So, because there's a lot of kids that if they're like me, they'll feel shy and isolated, and they won't want to do anything and they'll feel very nervous. And I want to sort of almost make fun of myself and say, don't worry, look at me now dancing around for you guys like a fool, and it's great fun, so if you're feeling a bit shy or lonely or sad or whatever, music can help. Music can get into music, pick up a ukulele or something, or make some noise and bang some things that makes you feel better, and spread that message a little bit to a younger audience. And that's another project that I'm looking at. But I've already started, so I've written the songs for that, so I need to just record them and start doing a live show. So that's really cool. So very, very busy.
Are you going to be recording in your home studio, or are you going to go into the proper studio?
Well, it depends, because Max is now, at least till the end of next year, he's got access to a proper studio. So, and because he's doing a sound engineering degree, he's going to be, qualified to produce albums. So basically, the plan is I'll record my stuff in as basic form as possible, and then give it to him to make it sound good. that's my plan. I'll say, well, all the stuff I've bought you over the years as a child, you can pay me back now by recording my album for me. I think that's fair. He'll probably still charge me a fortune. So but it'll be half and half. I'll record some stuff at home, and then I'll give it to Max to do whatever he wants with to make it sound like a proper album.
How is Max getting on?
It's just having a ball, mate. He's having an absolute ball. He's just busy all the time. He's in bands and just in like a gospel choir and stuff like that. So he's just going around the country playing and having living the dream already, really. So yeah. It's all good. It took me 40 something years to get to the point where I can do what I want as a living, So, and he sort of started 30 years earlier than me. So, not that I'm bitter. God forbid.
He must
crazy stuff.
He must get his talent from somewhere.
Well, maybe bits of it, but he's better than me at all of it. So so he's taken the seeds of an idea and just run with it. And I'm like, oh, you can play guitar on this bit then. It's fine. It's cool.
So Matt.
Yes.
What else are you up to?
Well, that's about it. I think I'm just writing and learning and music. That's what I'm doing all the time. So it's quite nice. Tiring, but it's quite nice. So, so what I've got to do is I've got to go now, and I've got a new pedal set up for my bass and stuff. So I've set aside some time tonight, like just to stick my headphones on and try and tweak my sounds and stuff. So that's what I've got to do for the rest of the night. And then up again early in the morning to go through another set and all that stuff. So great fun.
So just before you jump off and get stuff done, what is like over the next couple of weeks? what gigs have you got coming up?
I've got, mainly the stuff I'm doing over the next few weeks it's all just, it's 80s stuff. But I've got the Darker Side one coming up in, let's check it out. Let's have a look what we got here. Where are we? In May, aren't we?
Yeah.
Wednesday, I'm doing an afternoon gig in Bridlington, and then Saturday I'm in Scarborough. Friday I'm in Scarborough doing an 80s gig. Then Saturday I'm in Howden. Then Sunday, Loose Cables are playing at the Marina in Hull. That'll be cool. Then next week we've got Ferriby. I'm playing in Ferriby on the Friday. Then at Withensea on the Saturday, Captain Williams. And then me and Andy are actually doing Andy Robinson, we're doing a squash reggae gig at the Imperial in Filey on Sunday the 26th. Then I'm at Rose and Crown Hornsey on Wednesday the 29th. Then Springbank Tavern is the Darker Side gig, the first ever Darker Side gig. So that'll be fun. So yeah, just me doing a lot of rock stuff, dark wave stuff, and that'll be cool. And then Friday 31st, I'm in Bridlington at the Telegraph doing some more stuff. So there's a fair few coming up the next couple of weeks. Keep me busy. And then I think June, yeah, there's like 15 or 16 in June, something like that. It's crazy. Good fun. Nice.
Yeah, you're definitely a busy boy.
Yeah, I want to see you down at one of them, Ell. Get yourself down there, dude.
It's just trying to find the time.
I know, mate. I know. It's the same. And I get asked, "Can you come to this gig?" I'm like, I can't. I'm crazy stuff. Well, I finally managed to get on the podcast, which is cool. So,
yeah.
It's been a pleasure to meet you, Lisa. Thank you very much for listening to me waffling on like a rambling lunatic.
I enjoy it.
That's good. Yeah. If you need me to pick you up a fart whistle, just let me know, and I'll make sure we get one. So it's
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I know because they wear out so quickly, right? So it's just
okay.
Always pick up on you. Right then, my darlings, I'm going to go and leave you to it.
Right.
I'll see you all
soon. Matt.
All right, take
Matt.
it easy. Bye. Bye.
Catch you later.
Oh.
Well, thank you to Mat Howlett there for being Mat Howlett. Oh, goodness. Never a dull moment with Mat Howlett. Never a dull moment.
Oh my goodness. I wasn't expecting the fart whistle.
Oh, good, yeah.
Oh.
Like I said, he's never a dull moment, and he's always up for a laugh. So, yeah, check out Mat Howlett and the H guy, everything he's been doing. Check out Fallen Fields, H2, loose cables, everything. Yeah, so
yeah, I wrote that down so I can take a look at it too.
Yeah. I know Matt and Neil and Max with Fallen Fields and the other stuff that we've been doing. They are amazing musicians. I've had them on good number of times over the last about 3 years, and they are absolutely amazing. Amazing.
And I really love that he's going to do a kids album or a kids music, because for a lot of kids, I was a very shy kid. I was painfully shy. So yeah, it's good for kids to learn that they can be silly and just be themselves and have fun, right? Because it's the world, it's hard for kids, and they grow up too fast, and oh my goodness, to be able to just have fun and have fun with music and have that self-confidence and that, it's so important. So I'm so happy that he's going to do some kids music. So
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He's a brilliant. Matt is absolutely brilliant. So yeah, guys, go check out Mat Howlett, and probably the best bet with all the links or stuff that he posts up is to go to facebook.com/the Rock Union. That's his page that he set up before. Uh, like basically, not only the like for bands within the Hull East Yorkshire
Yeah.
bands, but sort of like a global bands, whether it be unsigned, independent, like being signed to an independent label or stuff like that. It's just like go there and it is absolutely amazing group, absolutely amazing group. Because you do get to hear a lot of like Yorkshire-based, Yorkshire, Nottingham, Lincolnshire bands in there, and like I said, and the rest of not only the rest of the UK, but also the rest of the like basically worldwide. So
Yeah,
I
I
know
followed.
it's quite.
Yeah, you sent that link to me, and I followed it now too. So
Yeah. So cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So a bit of a grift. If you like what you saw and you like what you hear, so spank away, spank that like and spank it hard. We do like a good spanking here, especially of the like and the subscribe. So get a spanking.
Oh my goodness.
So we've got to have a laugh.
I
We've got to have a
know.
laugh.
Yep.
Yeah. So let's move on before Lisa starts snorting. So Lisa, right, over the last few days, you've sent over a good few bands,
Yep.
and yeah, let's dive in. Now that Bastion sort of like the reason why Lisa's on today and for the next couple of weeks is that Bastion has taken some time, much needed time off from doing the podcast, doing the reviews, top three songs of for the channel, which is like fair enough. He's
Yep.
been doing a lot, so he's taken some time off, a much needed time off to recharge his batteries and step away from social media and stuff like that. So yeah,
And he's gonna be back. I'm just
he's
filling
going to
in.
be back. Yeah, yeah. Because myself and Lisa both do the Saturday night podcast. So yeah. So anyway, Lisa. Let's just send over some bands over. So the first band. And don't forget, I'll put all the links to the bands, especially to the YouTube channel, to the YouTube links in the description, and also will put the links into the live chat as well. So if you want to check them out later on, please do, and then check them out. Come back and say, "Oh, I like this particular band," or "That's not my cup of tea." So, which is fair enough. Not every band's going to be sort of like to everybody's taste, if you know what I mean. So the first band, let's get into this. The first band is Faith in Failure and the song Lost Down in the Darkness.
Yeah.
So, Lisa, kick us off.
Well, they're from Columbus, Ohio. They're a five-piece modern hard rock band. Well, they're hard rock metal. Um, they used to be more on the rock. Now they're leaning more into the metal side. They're kind of a metalcore. Uh, what would you call it? Emo, scream, metal. I don't know what you call it. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I I love this band. They're oh my goodness, the drums on this was just amazing. The vocals were just oh my goodness, they really kicked butt. Put on you.
Yeah.
Awesome drums, awesome guitars. They're kind of like famous last words in a way. The band famous last words. How would you describe them? Oh,
Sort of like a mixture of a few bands. Um, Obviously, some of it's like from the probably like from the influences.
mm-hmm.
Um, yeah. I was going to say corn, but that's more of a sort of like one of the bands, Doc Divine, but that's later on. Um, but like I said, it's like there's quite a few bands that I can't really put my finger on, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah, and they did more of like the more rock, a little lighter before. This one was heavier, which I really enjoyed because I love heavy metal, right? Heavy rock.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
but
yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah, I
they're
was going to
really
say,
good.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I was going to say the song that I've actually the song "Lost." Sort of like when I heard it, sort of like it was like sort of like sort of like melodic in a way.
Yeah,
So especially like with like the bass and the drums. Because I know when I first heard the song, I was like, "Oh my god, they're using like the drummers using a double kick pedal, or it's like a double bass
yeah,
drums on it." And it's just with like especially like with the bass line going throughout the song, I was just like, "Oh my god, what the hell? What the hell? Give me more," type of thing.
yeah,
Give me. And and the guitar solos on this is absolutely amazing, absolutely amazing.
yeah,
And plus, I love the use of the keys, and it's especially in certain parts you could hear the piano
mm-hmm.
in there.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
and I really like the vocals on the song as well. Really, really cool vocals as well. So
I totally agree.
yeah, if
They're
you see me looking, yeah, if you see me looking down, I'm on my phone. I've got my notes on my phone there.
and I have mine too. I have my. Oh,
So yeah, um, I would say I've also subscribed to the channel as well. I've already Space on Travel. It's that's released on the channel there, the video on the channel there. Yeah, good band. Um, I would say about what a solid 7.5. A solid 7.5 there. Obviously, the first song. It's just the first song I've heard. I've
yeah,
heard. So
yeah. I pretty much it was I'd say an A plus. I go A plus, but it would probably be about an 8 for me, around there too,
yeah,
7.58.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
this I hadn't heard of this band. That's why I picked it because it was kind of one of those bands that kind of just I just came across them, right? And
yeah,
they're fairly new. They're um, they're just getting I'm not even sure how long they've been around, but they're pretty much it's the first time I ever found them. So, yeah, I kind of like featuring bands like that are just, I just find and that. So, give them a little bit of promo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the next band. Now, guys, I hope I get this right. Wicked Maraya,
Maraya. Yeah.
and the song Chapter 5 or Chapter B.
Yeah.
So, Lisa, start us off with
Okay.
Wicked Maraya.
Okay. This song was from the album Chapters, so that the songs go in actual chapters, right? So this was the last song on this album. So um, it was chapter 5. So there's 5 songs in this album. They're a U.S. band. If you want to check them out, it's wickedmaraya.com. They're really strong really strong guitar and drums. I thought they were an excellent band. The vocals are just amazing. And they used a choir in this song, which I thought was absolutely cool. The transitions are excellent. I said all around amazing band, highly recommend them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, what did you think?
Pretty much the same. I love the drums on this, coupled out with the bass. Sort of like really like the drums and the bass sort of like smashes in the face and say, you got to listen. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
really good, and I love the transitions between the heavier side and the slower, more subtle side of things, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I love that transition between the two. Like a slower rock type of thing. The guitars are good, and the vocals absolutely amazing. Really they were really on point with it. It was a good tight knit unit in Wicked Maraya and on the chapter 5. So on the chapter 5 song. So yeah. Hey, Matt.
Hi, Matt.
Matt, see Matt in the chat there. Hey, Matt. Yeah, I recognise that name. Hope you like the bands there, Matt. Yeah. So, what did you what would you rate the band with Maraya, Lisa?
I think they're closer to a 9 for me. I love their use of the choir. I love when bands use different, like the harder stuff with the softer stuff, the transitions and everything, and the choir made it a 9 for me. So,
Yeah.
what did you think?
Yeah. Before we get that, it's Matt says, enjoy the rest of the show, guys. Much love. See you soon. Catch you later, dude. We'll speak soon. We'll speak soon. Yeah. I would say a good 8, a good 8 on the possibly a little bit higher, but I would say a good solid 8.
Yeah, I was kind of going between a 8.5 and a 9. With that choir, it was just different, right? And I love bands that have that different edge, right? So I score it higher.
Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah. I need to listen to a little bit more of them before I can actually sort of like, yeah.
Yeah, I listened to them all, so
Yeah.
I listened to the whole thing.
Yeah.
So picking the one was hard.
Yeah.
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 Usually I listen to the whole thing, but
Yeah. It's when you listen to like a particular band and you sort of like, yeah, I want to listen to this band. I want to listen to the say an EP or a full album. You're thinking, oh my god, this band's good. How am I supposed to? How am I going to pick the songs and put them in sort of like some sort of like order of my from like my favorite down to like not so favorite, if you know what I mean.
yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah.
you won't put sometimes the whole album's EP or album is your favorite. The whole album is, and sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's
I
really hard to choose from.
I had to I used some dice to be honest. I just rolled it and 5 came up. So I picked that one because it was hard.
Yeah,
It was too hard.
yeah,
It's a way to choose, I guess.
yeah. It's yeah. I know where you're coming from because the amount of bands I've listened to over the years, it's like, uh, how what how am I supposed to choose it? How
Yeah.
it's just like, oh my god, how am I supposed to pick
Yeah.
one song from each album or one song from each EP?
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard.
So sorry to Wicked Mariah that I used dice. I'm sorry. But I had to because I couldn't choose. So that's how good you are.
Yeah, yeah. So the next one, the next band,
Hmm.
High Cap Maggie and their song "Hall of Hypocrites." Yeah, yeah. You want to kick? Do you want to start off there, Lisa?
Sure. Sure. They're a US band. Um, awesome band. Uh, this song kicks because the guitars fly, the drums are amazing. It just flies all throughout. Like once it starts, you're on. Like buckle
Yeah,
yourself in because when it starts, it's whew. So yeah, all around amazing band. Should be I put should be so much more played. Highly underrated. Vocals are amazing, high paced, which I love. Lyrics are great. They're on YouTube, so and their other songs, if you can listen to "Go On," because that song is amazing too. Pretty much all their songs are amazing, but those 2 songs, "Hall of Hypocrites" and "Go On," really caught my attention. So highly recommend that you go and listen to them.
yeah. Same. It's the same with me. It's like when I listen to Hall of Hypocrites. I put down catchy as hell with the fast-paced bass and drums, which I like.
Hmm.
Um, Catchy lyrics, good bass, drums and guitar solos in within within the song. The vocals are on point. Really catchy lyrics.
Yeah.
The vocalist is absolutely amazing. And I know there's a few people out there who do like three piece bands. Yeah, High Cap Maggie is a three piece band, and they are really tight, really know what they're doing, they write well, and all the good jazz. So
Yeah.
if you like three piece bands, you will like you're gonna love High Cap Maggie. So yeah, highly recommend go check them out. Highly recommend go check them out. So, what's your rating for High Cap Maggie?
This one's hard because I really loved how fast paced it was. All of their music is good, so I'm on the higher side again. I give them about 8.5, maybe 9. I'm right in there because they're so good. They're so good.
Yeah, I'm about the same. I'm about the same. A good solid 8.5 there. Because of the bass and the drums on the song. Um, yeah, yeah, definitely 8.5 there. Definitely 8.5 there for me. So yeah, right. You guys, you can't talk, in the chat there because I see two people there in the chat there. So you can say hello. Please say. All you got to do is say
Hi
hello.
guys.
Hello. We don't bite. We don't bite. We're not Dracula.
Not always. I won't bite you, I promise. Unless you want me to.
Oh, Lisa. No. No. Yeah.
Hi. Hi, how you doing? Oh, don't get me started. I gotta put my tea down. I don't think I could drink it safely right now.
Oh, good. Is
Next
that the apple
band?
cider tea? Is that the apple cider tea?
No, not this time. I had an apple cider earlier. It's so good, Al. You gotta get some. Or I could
Yeah.
send you some. It's
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
Oh, next band.
Next band. Quickly moving on. Quickly moving on. The next band is Dark Define, and their album, their song, I should say, "Burn the Witch." Now, I've heard of this band before, and I've played them. Played the band, or actually, shameless plug, shameless plug, yeah, shameless plug. Or actually on the video show, Project Metal Across the Pond, and Bastion has also reviewed the band on the shows as well. So yeah, they're a really
They're,
good band. So
they're so good. And they're touring right now with Black Veil Brides. They're touring right now, so they're really busy. Like they have a big tour going on right now. So yeah. Yeah, they're an amazing band. Do you want to do this one first, or you want me to do it again?
I'll just post the link in the chat there first, then so we can. So right, for me, cool band, really cool band. Look, actually on the video itself, really cool visuals what they used in not only in the set design, the color tone, the overall color of the video, but down to the makeup that they use. The guitarist is in like a full makeup of a skull, like partial skull and everything.
Yeah.
Drums are insanely good. The guitars are sort of like absolutely amazing absolutely amazing. The guitarist is absolutely insanely good. Like full on in your face good. Bass again, the bass. God, these bands, the bass and the bassist and the drummers are getting sort of like usually in a rock and metal band, they're sort of like in the background more
Yeah.
from years past. But the drummers and the bassists are starting to come to the fore a lot more. They're sort of like getting into everybody's faces, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
With the especially with the raw power of the drums and the bass, which I like. I like to see. I like to see all the band front and center. If you know what I mean.
Hmm.
It's not just like the vocalist and the guitarist.
Yeah.
I like to see all the band at the front of the stage and actually like screaming, if you know what I mean, all in harmony,
Yeah.
if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And Dark Define did this with Burn the Witch, sort of like front and center. So yeah, totally love Dark Define and this song, Burn the Witch. So yeah, what did you think of the band and the song?
It's powerful. This that's what I had on here. Powerful. It's so powerful. Hard hitting drums, guitars, vocals. They're an amazing band and so underrated. Um, they deserve to be heard, and that's another reason why I wanted to put them on here, because the more people can hear them. I know they're on tour right now, which is awesome. I'm so glad that they're getting out there, getting more people to hear them. Um, yeah, powerful. That's what and the song itself, like, my goodness, the lyrics, everything. It was just, whoa. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Yeah.
Yeah, really, really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed Dog Define and the song Burn the Witch.
Yeah.
Really good song. So for me, I would say it's a good 8.5, leaning towards 9 on the song. So in between was in between 8.5 to 9 for me.
I'm pretty much the same. I'm more on the 9 because I really like this song. I really like the pace of it. Um, like you said, the whole the makeup, the way the band is complete. Um, they're awesome. So
Yeah,
I'm more of a 9. I think I'm more
yeah.
on the 9.
Yeah, yeah, I'm sort of like 8.5, but sort of like leaning towards a 9, if you know what I
Yeah.
mean. Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much the same. We're sort of like pretty much in the same sort of like ballpark, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So I can't see at the minute because I'm cleaning my glasses.
That's okay.
Yeah, the next band is Bad Wolf, I think.
Bad Wolves. Yeah.
Yeah. Featuring daughtry. I think that's how you pronounce the guy's name.
Daughtry.
Now,
Yeah.
was it you or was it Bastion that mentioned daughtry?
It
Or
was it
had
was me. It was
yeah?
me. That's
I
why
was
that's
yeah
why I had to, because he's one of my favorite artists, right? So I had to put him on here when I saw that he was on this. Hungry for
yeah
life.
I
Hungry for
wasn't
life.
sure. I couldn't remember to be honest. So yeah. Yeah, now I think about it. Yeah, he did send some stuff over with daughtry.
Yeah.
So yeah, the song is like Lisa said, they're hungry for life. Yeah, I'll put the link in the description in the chat there, and like I said, all the links are down below. So, yeah, do you want me to start, or do you want to start?
I want to hear your thoughts first.
Yeah, yeah. When I first heard the song, sort of like it started off a little bit slow, but it sort of picked up the pace a little bit. Which, um, yeah, love the bass line on this. Love the bass line on this. It sort of like really sort of like sets the tone of the song. Sort of like you sort of like sort of like it's sort of like chasing life type of thing.
Hmm.
So
Yep.
yeah, it's sort of like, and then couple that with the drums that kick in. Um, Sort of like both the drums and the bass, sort of like the powerhouse behind the song.
Yeah.
Uh, uh, yeah, so yeah, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. I love those two on this track. There's some really cool guitars and guitar solos going throughout the song, and yeah, and also put daughtry is a brilliant vocalist for the song as well. He fits in really well with the not only with like the with Bad Wolves, but also with the song Hungry for
Yeah.
Life.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
really good song, really good song.
Everything you
Your
just said
thoughts?
is everything I had down here.
Seriously, guys, seriously, we don't exchange notes. We don't
No.
message each other. We don't talk on Instagram or anything like that. We do not do. We go when if Lisa sends me bands over or vice versa. We go our separate ways and actually listen to the songs
Yeah.
completely separately. We do not exchange notes. Sometimes we sort of like uh, agree, we come up with the same thing, and sometimes Lisa Boo comes up with something different, picks up something that I would miss, and vice versa. So
Yeah.
don't we do not exchange notes or anything like that. We're not the two kids in the back of the classroom passing notes to each other.
we yeah, we don't honest honest honest. Yeah. It pretty much was the same thing. They're amazing. Drums, guitars, vocals are kick butt. Like
Yeah. Oh God,
pretty
yeah.
much everything you said is exactly. And Daughtry, he made the vocals were awesome in the song. Um, Before Daughtry came in with his vocals, just so everybody knows that it was just he came in a little later in the song and did his part, but both both the vocalists were amazing. Of course, Daughtry is one of my favorites, so um, yeah, that was one of the reasons that I picked this song because Daughtry was in it. But
Yeah.
so
Yeah. So, what's your rating of this particular song?
I'd say I'd say an 8, a solid 8.
Yeah, I would say I would definitely say an 8.5, going on to sort of like getting onto it. not a complete 9,
Yeah.
but get close to a 9, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I didn't want to appear biased because daughtry's in it.
Yeah,
So solid 8. Yeah. I can remain unbiased.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Good song, good choice, good song choice there, and a good band, and a good vocalist as well. So yeah, right. The next and final band, Undead Legion, and their song "Nuclear Fire." So Lisa, you want to start?
Sure. They're a thrash metal band from LA. The drummer vocalist is Christian Ramos Santos, and the guitarist is Eric Vital. It's a heavy thrash metal song, very high paced, and guitars and drums are fast and furious. Vocals are raspy and deep and have a good match to the rest of the harmony. Um, the band itself is really tight. I really enjoyed it because I like thrash as well. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I've got really cool band, and what I picked up on is got like overall sound. It sort of has that 80s, like sort of like early to mid 80s thrash feel, um, thrash vibe. Well, from like basically we were talking about just before we went live. I sort of like grew up in the early 80s where sort of like where thrash was starting to really start to come through. Same with sort of like speed thrash came through because obviously Motorhead, even though when Lemmy was still alive, he sort of like we are just a fucking rock and roll band. But even so, they sort of like he actually sort of like sort of like created two genres, speed and thrash. Because all you got to do is like listen to Overkill or Bomber or Ace of Spades. I know it's a cliche, Ace of Spades. You actually hear the Ace of Spades, but if you listen to the songs of early Motorhead, they were pretty much speed metal, but in some cases thrash metal. So, and
Yeah.
that's what I liked about the Undead Legion.
Yep.
It's sort of like that fast paced, thrashy type of early early to mid 80s thrash period.
Yeah.
So
You know what's funny is I was going to write that down, but I'm like, I knew you were going to write it down. Oh my goodness.
yeah, so yeah, same as you there. I said brilliant drums, guitars are good. Oh god, guitars and the guitar solos on this. Oh god, they're
Fast and
amazing.
furious.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And the vocals again on point. He picked some really good yeah, Undead Legion and Nuclear Fire. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And like I said, guys, I'll put the links down in the description. Also, they are in the live chat as well. So if you want to check them out, please do. And then come back and say yay or nay. So, yeah.
Yeah, and if
We
there's,
won't be.
I
Yeah,
was
I
just
was
going
going
to
to say,
say,
we
and if,
won't. Go on.
you go ahead.
I was just going to say we won't be offended by saying, "Oh yeah, that's a lot of shit." Don't worry about it. It's just like everybody's taste is different. So
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I'm trying to remember what I was going to say. Oh yeah. If there's any bands that you suggest or would like to have us review, tell us in the comments, and we'll check them out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And if you want to like sort of like message me directly, obviously I don't want any dodgy porn bots or anything like that. So yeah, I've got the link to the. Um, so if you want to message me directly on Instagram, please do and say, "Oi, L, can you take a look at this particular band and this particular song, or this particular band and their EP or album, but no links, please, no links, because I don't want any dodgy. I don't want any links to that. So if I take it to something naughty, right, which I don't want to see. So no links. So yeah, there's my Instagram page there. Or like Lisaboo said there, drop down there, drop me a little there, said, "Oi, Lisa, here's a band to check out, please do." And yeah, we'd write them down and get them, and we'll check them out. And yeah, so yeah, what is your rating of before I completely forget and went on a tangent there? What is your rating for nuclear? Nuclear fire. That's a song. On Undead Legion.
8.5 to a 9. More on the 9 side because I like
Yeah.
thrash. So.
I
And
would
the
say a
fast
9.
paced. Yeah.
Yeah, same. I would say a 9. Yeah, I would say a 9. I would literally say a 9 on that on that song, because I love thrash. I grew up on thrash. So if I was really starting to get into it heavily in the mid 80s. So yeah, good, really good band. Yeah. So yeah, guys, like I said, please check them out, all the bands, and let us know in the comments. So right, Lisa. Right. What? Right, we're going to be moving on to the next subject, which is sort of like, I know we discussed this on Friday on the Saturday night podcast. Have you getting much further on the on your journey?
I have. It's only been what, a day now? 2 days now.
Yeah,
A chapter and a half. So
yeah,
slowly but surely, I'm making my way.
yeah.
Yeah.
Have you sort of like found out where Maura's going?
Pretty much, she's gotten to where she's going, I think, or she's still traveling.
Oh God.
So
Oh yeah.
they were in the tunnels, and yeah, so now she's out of the tunnels and basically in disguise. So before she gets to, because with basically the magicians, they could find her, right? They could try, like, if they knew
Yeah,
where she was, yeah, they could anywhere in within a certain area, they can go, right?
Yeah.
They can't go to where she's going though. But
Oh no,
yeah.
they can't. They can't.
Yeah.
It's forbidden.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
forbidden.
Forbidden.
Oh God, yeah. Like
The Choja is saying it's
yeah,
forbidden.
yeah. Oh God, yeah. I'm not going to tell you what happens. I want you to discover for yourself.
Yeah.
And
Well, I'll be reading.
any,
I'll be reading some more tonight.
yeah. Well, it's getting to an exciting point now. It's
I
starting
could.
to get into
Yeah. I could feel that it was getting to that, and I was like, okay, am I gonna? Last night when I was reading, and it was like, oh my goodness, do I continue? And I knew it was getting to where it was gonna shift again, right? To a better part. So it was like, okay, I'm kind of getting to the point where I kind of, with his writing, that I know that something's coming, right? You kind of have that anticipation where you can feel that something is around the corner. So
yeah, you don't know exactly what it is, but you know something's coming.
yeah, and it's like, oh, I wanted to keep going, but yeah, yeah. So
Yeah, it's sort of like trying to give you sort of like little hints, but not necessarily spoiling anything, if you know what I mean.
yeah, yeah.
But
It's
yeah,
gonna be good. I know it.
oh God, yeah. It's,
Yeah,
I better not say that because I want you to find. I want you to find out for yourself. I want you to find out for yourself.
yeah,
But it's come to a bare point where it's getting to sort of like crucial point, a crucial point. So
yeah.
and
I
it's
can
going.
tell. I can tell that it is because it's like the way he writes. It's just like That's why you want to keep going. You want to keep turning that page and continue because you can feel it coming once you get to know how he writes and stuff
Oh God, yeah.
and it's like okay, do I keep going? Do I stay up till 2 or 3?
Mhm.
And then it's like, am I going to be able to sleep without knowing? That's the other part of it, right? Is that am I going to be able to quiet my mind and not stay up wondering what was going to happen? Because my brain will do that too. Where it's like, should I
Yeah,
just keep reading?
yeah,
And then, so yeah, it's like, okay, am I gonna be able to put this down?
yeah. I would say for the next couple of chapters, you literally want to not read in bed, if you know what I mean, because if you think, you'd be like, can you remember the old cartoons with Tom and Jerry where Tom used to have like put matchsticks in his eyes to actually stay awake?
I'm just picturing myself like that. Oh my goodness. Okay,
Because
well,
yeah, that's all I'm saying. It's like I said, it's coming to a crucial part of the story of Mara's journey.
okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Well,
It's not just this journey that she's on, but overall her journey overall has come to
yeah,
a crucial point.
yeah,
So
yeah. Well, I can hardly wait. I can hardly wait to read to read it.
yeah, because
Yeah.
you pretty much come to the near enough the end of the book now, aren't you?
Yeah. It's getting there. It's getting
Yeah,
close.
yeah. I remember a good few weeks back where you finished book 2 of the Empire trilogy and the beginning of the book 3. It was
A lot.
brutally hot, brutally harsh,
Yeah.
brutal. It was, yeah, it was
It was
brutal.
a lot. It was a lot. Emotionally. And when I emotional affects me physically too. So yeah. So yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah.
But it was so
So
good. It was brutal but good. Does that make sense?
yeah, it was that. We're not going to tell you what happens in end of book 2, beginning of book 3, but all we're going to say is it was tastefully done. If you know what I mean, it was written properly and it was been tastefully done. Because I know some writers who do write stuff who write stuff about this. Um, it's sort of like they just put it in for they just put stuff this type of stuff in just for the shock value,
Yeah.
basically. But with Johnny Wirt and Remedy Feist, we got together and actually say, right, this is what's going to happen. This is going to this, and this is how we're going to do, how we're going to write it down and do it tastefully and do it properly, type of thing. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. He's very graceful in his writing and as well as Johnny Wirtz. Um, it's not vulgar, it's not grotesque, it's not gratuitous. It's well done and quite graceful. So he doesn't do that in your face stuff. What he writes needs to be there basically to put the story along, right? To make it go along and to tell you what Mara has gone through, right? So it's not something that's just thrown in there to, like you said, to shock you or whatever. So it needs to be there for the story, for the storyline. Can you hear the kitty?
yeah, I do, yeah.
Yeah, that's the little one. He's gotten very vocal lately. He's
He
so
wants, he
cute.
wants to be a, he wants to be an internet star.
I know. Where are you, baby? Oh, I know. Hmm.
Yeah, it's yeah, cute kitty.
He's going onto the patio right now.
Yeah,
I have the door open so he can go out. He loves out there.
yeah, it's like getting back to where Remedy Christ. He's a brilliant writer. He's a brilliant writer. I've pretty much read every single book that he's done over the years, and the way he writes is like we said, he doesn't put stuff in just to to basically to sell books or anything like that. He puts stuff in to actually move the story along, if you know what I
Yeah.
mean, to actually advance the story and to
Hmm.
and for character development.
Yeah,
And
because what he
yeah,
puts in is critical to the story. It's not just stuff thrown in. Like it's critical because he did the revised edition and added some of the stuff that the original um, editors had taken out. So he doesn't put stuff in that needs to be there for the story. So
It's same with it's basically if you take a look at if you take a look at Pug, the main character throughout the series, um, his character development is so steep, it's unbelievable. Going from basic from when he first meet Pug way back when in Magician, you see him on the beach in Cratery collecting seafood for the kitchen for at Castle Cratery to where to basically where he's at, well, which I won't give it away anywhere. To where he's where he meets a lot of people, travels to a lot of worlds.
yeah.
It's like unreal. Shit, I've just given away a part of the story.
It's okay.
But he meets like a lot of interesting characters, shall we say? A lot of interesting characters.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it's well put this way, you're gonna love later on in the series when you get back onto with Pug.
So which one do I order next? We'll probably talk
Crondor.
after. Yeah, you'll tell me.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
which one comes next?
Yeah, Crondor books. The Crondor, the Crondor trilogy.
Okay. And which is the first in that series?
Bear with me. Bear with me.
Make sure to hit that like, share, subscribe, comment. If you have any bands you want us to check out, leave them in the comment section.
I'm getting the right information for you. Right, you want the Crondor books. The first one is The Betrayal.
Okay. So then I know which one to.
Yeah. Then
The
The
Betrayal?
Assassin. Eh?
The Betrayal? Or just Betrayal?
Crondor, the Betrayal.
Okay.
Then The Assassins and Tear of the Gods.
Okay. As long as I get that first one, then I know what.
Yeah.
So then I can put it in my. I just put it in my cart, and then when I'm ready, I just order it.
Yeah.
I wish we still had a bookstore here. It's very disappointing.
Yeah, that's the thing with where I live. There's like obviously the main bookstore who does all the new releases and stuff like that. Then you've got like the discount bookstores where sort of like end up where books have been there for a good couple of years, where they go to sort of go to do like a reduced price type of thing.
Yeah.
Then obviously then you've got the second hand bookstores. There's a couple. I think there's a couple here in Sunderland where they do like the second hand bookstores where people go in to see. So
we used to have a used bookstore as well, and it went out. yeah, it's kind of disappointing. But like I said, on Saturdays, sometimes I can find stuff at the thrift stores, and um, they call it the Restore, where it's Habitat for Humanity, and then all the money goes to that charity, and then there's the other little store. It used to be two stores, now they put it all in one store, where it has furniture, clothing, home goods, books, CDs, sometimes VHS, and that kind of stuff there. So, and that goes to the surrounding charities, the food bank, the that kind of stuff, and then the thrift store goes to the local community as well. So,
Cool.
so yeah, it's like a charity, which is good. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you haven't watched the Saturday Night Podcast number 14, I don't think they have.
Can you
Please
believe
watch
that? It's hard
Yeah,
to believe.
I know. I can't believe that. I can't believe it. It was me and Lisaboo was just beginning of the year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Where we I was toying with the idea of going over onto Kick and doing a little bit of gaming, but I was starting to have problems with the computer, so I thought, I started doing a bit of gaming and sort of like went on to like that. I had to stop I had to stop the stream and stop the stream because computer was starting to lag out a little bit, big time.
Yeah.
So I said, right, I do like a sort of like over on Kick, do a sort of like solo stream over on there, and then sort of like I was like, you know what, we've already started. We're already doing like a podcast on YouTube on the channel, YouTube channel on a Monday. So I thought, hang on, I've got an opportunity to do when I don't do any interviews, do a podcast on a Saturday night, and that's when we sort of like did a little bit. Me and Lisaboo did a little bit of a brainstorm on what to sort of like bring to the show, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
And then sort of like came up with the idea is getting Lisaboo to send me three bands and three songs over to actually do a sort of like a live review. And so when we started doing that, and then because of Lisa started to read Ravenly Feist, so we sort of like go back and forth in the live chat. I was like, so yeah, that's how the Saturday Night podcast came about. It was just like through like
Yeah.
and for the first couple of episodes it was just me on camera, and then Lisa got the courage up to actually be on camera and actually on the stream and everything. So and
now look at me.
Oh yeah, look at her now. So, yeah.
Yeah, you've woken a sleeping giant.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, good, yeah.
Like I said, I used to be
So,
painfully shy, and there's times when I still, because I'm more of an introvert. I can be like both, right? But most of the time I'm more of an introvert. So so I try to be you've kind of pulled me out of my shell a little bit. A lot of it.
Yeah. So yeah, we sort of like got going to on Saturday Saturday night last Saturday night podcast is to where we spoke about like sort of like a lot of environmental stuff that we're both passionate about type of thing. So if you
Yeah.
want to get our thoughts on about that, just go over to the last um, podcast, last Saturday night podcast. You can hear a lot there. And yeah, so yeah, so right. Ow, got my back's killing for some reason.
Uh-oh.
God, I hear getting old. I hear getting old.
Too much bending over in the garden. That'll get you.
Yeah, no, it's been a busy weekend. Doing gardening and stuff like that. Get everything ship shape for the summer.
Yeah.
It's been yeah. It's like trying to get everything because over in the UK, like since end of June last year, the amount of rain we've had is like unbelievable. So everything's like sort of like in the last couple of weeks when the weather's been so been warming up and everything, it's sort of like made everything go absolutely insane, growth wise.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's the old saying, right? With the showers in May, right? It'll make everything grow.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous out there because
Well,
some of the plants have
I was getting
yeah.
snow I was getting snow. We haven't gotten any snow this week, but rain. It rained today again, and now it's cleared off. But it rained all yesterday.
Yeah. As long as
So
it's not that snow.
yeah. Oh, I said the word. I call it the S word. I don't like
Yeah,
saying it because it's like don't want to
yeah,
say it.
yeah. Yeah. I've seen hail. I've seen snow in June. I've seen hail in July. It's ugh,
Yeah.
ugh, it's horrible. It's horrible. 1 minute you
Yeah.
could one. That's the thing with people say it's a running. It is a running joke in the UK. It doesn't matter what. This conversation always turns to the weather. Seriously, we could have literally the four seasons in 1 hour in over here.
Yeah.
One
Well,
minute, 1 minute. Yeah,
that's the same here. It for Alberta. It's wait 5 minutes. It'll change. That's the
yeah,
saying, and it's like wait 5 minutes.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There's
Yeah.
been times where 1 minute it's actually been absolutely roasting hot. Next minute it's got like rain, sleet, hail, snow, all within 1 hour.
Yeah.
It's just like ridiculous. And then back again, and it's just like, what just happened? 1 minute it says nice, sunny, warm weather, and then the next minute it's absolutely literally throwing it down with rain. Then it turns into hail, sleet, snow, and then back to warm again. I was like, this weather's stupid. It doesn't know what's it doesn't. Nature doesn't know what it's doing.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, that's spring for you.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's the same here. It sounds like we have similar weather. So, yeah. Yeah.
So Lisa, it's getting on for hour 45 minutes.
Yeah. You're
Do
probably
you want to
getting
start?
tired. You're probably getting tired. I could tell you're getting tired.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
It's
yeah.
getting on for 10 to 11, 10, like 10:50 here in the UK. So you need to start thinking about wrapping things up.
Yep. Yep.
So yeah, right, guys. If you liked the Mat Howlett, Mat Howlett interview that we did early in the show, spank the like, literally spank it and spank it hard. And hit the subscribe, share it out, get your friends, family, your anti menagerie. Get little ET involved. Spanking that subscribe. It does help the channel out. And and if you like to, that's one thing. Before we just sort of like sign off. Um, yeah, share it out. Share the stream out. Share the channel. Comment and let us know what you think of the bands that we've reviewed today. That we reviewed today. And I'll do all the good YouTubey jazzy thing stuff. So yeah. Oh, before we forget, you've got a few gigs from your area. You've
Yeah,
got
I do.
the
I'm just
couple.
gonna do the ones until May, ones till the end of May. That way, anybody, because there's one for today. If for today, at the Starlight Room in Edmonton, Decapitated is going to be there.
Cool band.
And for tomorrow, Dying Fetus is going to be at the Starlight Room in Edmonton. On the 15th of this month, it's The Mission is going to be at Midway in Edmonton. May 18th, it's going to be Alva Nova and Helix at the River Cree Resort and Casino in Enoch. On that same day, Striker is going to be playing at the Starlight Room. And then on the 31st of May, Archspire, Aborted, Carcosa, and Alluvial is going to be at the Midway in Edmonton. So that's all I have till for May. So this way, if anybody wants to check those out.
Yeah, good bands there. Go check them out, guys. If you're in the area, please do. Please do. There's some really good bands there. So we'll start wrapping things up now there, Lisa. So, any last words?
Replay crew, we love you. Hit that like, share this out. Everybody, much love. And don't drink and drive.
It's a full-on dick move. So like Lisa said there. Hello, Replay crew. How you doing? Give us a thumbs up, spank the like, subscribe, and everything. It does help the channel out in a big way. And and just before we sign off, I am working on getting on a couple of interviews. I can't really say too much just yet. I'm sort of like under sort of like it's one or two I can't. It's so I've got like I can't really say anything at the minute. I'm talking to a couple of talking to a couple of bands about getting to get a couple of interviews. So watch this space. Literally watch this space. So when I can finally announce interviews coming up. Yeah, you guys should be the first ones to know. So yeah, all right, let's start wrapping things up. So Isabel, thank you for coming on and filling in for Bastion.
Yeah, no problem.
And yeah, until we want to see you guys here next time, which is going to be Saturday, Saturday night podcast number 15. So yeah, going to have some fun on that one. Fun on the thing, and then we're going to be back next Monday for the podcast number 86. So yeah, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we get a couple of interviews. So right, guys, until next time, catch you all later.